Hello, welcome to another episode of Talking About Rock, sponsored by School of Rock, Rochester, New York. You can catch our show streaming on all the audio platforms. Simply search for Talking About Rock and subscribe on our YouTube channel so you don't miss an episode. You can follow us on social media and on our website at talkingaboutrock.com. Today we'll be chatting with Joe Haze about his latest project, The Banishment, which is a collaboration project with guitarist George Lynch and LA-based vocalist Divik Sizel. Joe is a programmer, a multi-instrumentalist guitarist with over 25 years of experience in the music industry as a producer, mixer, musician. His work has earned Billboard charting positions, Grammy recognition, and various other awards and acclaim. The band is set to release their debut album, Machine and Bone, on March 10th, which features guest vocal appearances from Richard Patrick of Filter and Tommy Victor of Prong. Coming up next, my conversation with Joe Haze on Talking About Rock.
Nice.
Okay, folks, let's welcome to the show Joe Haze, and surprisingly joining us also, Mr. George Lynch. How's it going, guys?
I'm in the band.
Yeah,
Well, like we were saying before, I'm so glad to have both of you guys here with us today for sure. So I was reading a little bit on your background, Joe. Started 13 years old mixing tracks, your drum machine sequencer, going from 15 years old jamming Lynch Mob songs on CD to going to running studios, and then now doing stuff here with one of the most notable guitarists here, Mr. George Lynch.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah, where did it all go wrong, dude? You're so good, and then all of a sudden, just like
yeah, it's a bizarre story because on a production level, I was obsessed with like Nine Inch Nails and how they put all that together. But I also was listening to Lynch Mob because I'm a guitar player as well, and I couldn't pay for this. I mean, it's just Lynch and I working together has been the best thing ever because I get to work with my favorite guitar player doing music I like. So that's been the interesting factor. So
yeah, that's just amazing. And yeah, George and I were talking a little bit before you joined. I think he always kind of wanted to do something a little bit heavier, and the record companies kind of shied him away from it. And the sound you guys are getting on this is fantastic. The mix that's going on. George, what's your thoughts on the new material you guys got going on here with The Banishment?
well, it really, for me, it's just I just do what I normally do, but I've just got a different partner than I would normally have that deals with music in a different way, accustomed to working with regular rock guys,
Right?
which is great and wonderful too. But I've done a whole bunch of that, and then all of a sudden be afforded all these other new resources and flavors was very inspiring and refreshing.
Right. So this was pretty much a joint effort on everyone's part then, writing the songs, putting everything together.
Basically, the bulk of everything. There's been a lot of work over the years, but really the nexus of everything and the genesis and the source of pretty much what you're listening to was all done in 3 to 4 week period. Here, Joe and I got together and in my place, we just woodshedded, like seriously woodshedded.
Yeah.
Shit all over the walls, over the floors. You couldn't walk. Daddy, it was experimenting on top of experimenting. It was really it was pretty stinky. We just
pretty crazy
coming up for air, every once in a while. But it was, the door bolted shut, and there was very little gay sex going on, other than
oh man, we don't talk about it.
You're in there for hours, you're horny. I mean, you got to release the tension. You know what I'm
saying? Right.
One of my favorite memories working with Lynch initially, because I flew out I wasn't living in California. I'm from California, but I wasn't living in California at the time. And we would do like 15-hour days. And as an engineer and producer, I got used to that. And Lynch was like, "Yeah, man, like, we were just in it for the long haul." And my biggest issue with this album was I wanted to make something that had integrity, because it's not just Lynch throwing guitar on top of some programmed industrial stuff.
Right.
It's real music with integrity, and there's a lot of great stuff happening in the music, and that was the biggest thing, because mixing that rock situation with keyboards and other things, and we are combining two different worlds. Let's face it.
Definitely, you definitely are. I was listening to the tracks that you put out so far, checking that out, and it's definitely a different take. It's heavy, but yeah, there's a lot of other elements going on as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
not
mean,
all. It's not all just. It's not that it's just as heavy. It's got a myriad of textures and different ambiances and effects and flavors and approach. I mean, it's not. I'm not saying like I'm doing a metal record. It's not that at all. It's kind of everywhere. We're just pulling things in from our varied influences, and a lot of times it's majestic, it's sweet and bittersweet, or there's lighter songs on there that have other strange elements that I don't even know how to categorize. So it's not like it's a heavy record by today's standards. I mean, Meshuggah is a heavy record. It's
right.
not.
Well, like you were saying earlier, this gave you a chance to be more flexible and more diverse, to do something that you wouldn't normally do on some of your normal stuff.
Some I wouldn't have even expected to do. I didn't even have any idea of what. I mean, it's not like we came in with an idea. I met Joe and through someone else, and we just said, "Hey, let's see what happens."
Right.
That's what happened.
And you guys got some guest vocalists on here too. You got Richard Patrick and Tommy Victor from Prong.
Yeah. I mean, Tommy was fairly involved in the project on and off over a whole 10-year period, at various points in the project. So he was kind of in and out. So he has a pretty deep connection to it. At one point, he was kind of the guy, or two points in the life of the project, he was the guy, he was the singer. But which is why we have two songs with him on it. And other than Deb, everybody else on there is guesting. And we got a couple of guys on drums that came out of the my friends from the rock world, Jimmy DeAnda and Chris Collier, who engineered and mixed all the KXM records, and among other stuff that I've worked on. So yeah, it's basically us just pulling a whole bunch of our friends and just to fill it out.
Yeah, I definitely like what you guys got so far here. I've been checking out the tracks, like I said, and I want to play a track in a moment here. We'll take a break. The track Right, actually. You guys give us a little bit of background on that track a little bit, maybe?
Haze, go ahead.
Yeah, it's one of the songs that Lynch and I wrote, and when Tommy came in to do vocals, it kind of added a different shade to the song, which is super cool. And it just made it pop. And honestly, it's funny because I remember Lynch and I were in the studio, and he actually tuned down to C. So he tuned his E to C and played that riff. And it's such a great riff when the chorus comes in. And I was like, dude, what are you doing right now? That's awesome. And it just, that's us just going, right?
Right.
And then Tommy wrote some great lyrics, and I did my producing and my editing and my sound design, and there you go. So super, that's a good one.
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
a great.
After the fact to kind of reverse engineer our memory and go, okay, well, this was because of that, and this was because of that. Because it's after the fact. It's almost like rearview mirror stuff. I know we're doing interviews and we have to do that, but it's really, to be quite honest, it's just like if you were to just show up somewhere with some random person and just find out what the chemistry's like, and that's all it really was. Haze brings his what he does to the table, and I do my thing, and we kind of have a certain kind of chemistry, a reaction that occurred, and we've got this kind of burst of fucking energy and songwriting, and it was just 10 songs in a month basically, but really deep, complex. We went deep. I say that's the thing with this record is that I don't get the luxury of being able to go under a microscope as much with records I do in recent decades, like I was able to with Haze on the Banishment record. I was able to back in the day, like let's say Lynch Mob Wicked Sensation. I mean, I was in the studio for more than a year with that record, and yeah, I was going over everything with a fine-tooth comb.
And it came out great. It's phenomenal. Yeah.
Yeah. This was 3 weeks compared to a year and a half. This was the Lynch Mob record was a $500,000 budget compared to what this record was, which I'll tell you what it was, but
right.
Nowhere near that.
Not that price tag nowadays, right?
Yeah, it's only like 400,000. No, I'm just kidding. So I mean, considering all of that, the resources, their lack of resources that we had, it was really amazing what we ended up with. I mean, I don't think you can really put a price tag on this record. You can't really listen to it and go, oh, there was any limitations. You can't tell that there was any limitations because we put so much physical time and energy into it.
Yeah, definitely. The tracks definitely stand out. I'm going to take a quick break here. We're going to play the track Right, and we'll be right back here with George Lynch and Joe Haze on Talking About Rock.
This is certainly inherent songwriting that's in this stuff too. I mean, it's just not noise.
I can see it's subject to change. Whatever you want to summarize. inside. It may be untrue to me. Lead me to light and become more to see. I prefer to subside and restore my sanity to a place of safety. 'Cause it really doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't make a bit of a difference to me. What you believe to be right, what you believe to be right, what you believe to be right, right, what you believe to be right. If I'm confused, what you gonna do? I don't have a clue. Whatever's best for you. What you believe to be right. If I'm confused, what you gonna do? What you believe to be right, right. I don't have a clue. Whatever's best for you. What you believe to be
All right, we're back here on Talking About Rock with George Lynch and Joe Haze. Just checked out the track for Right from the new album coming out, Machine and Bone. It's going to be out March 10th from the Banishment. Great track, guys. I really like what you guys, came up with and what you're doing with this. Like you were saying, all the combination of all everything kind of just melds right together.
Hey, so the 10th is like day after tomorrow, right?
That, yeah, well, today's the 7th. Yeah.
Oh, holy shit.
So it's pretty soon. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying 7 years. Actually, a day and a half or 2 days. Wow, that's crazy.
Well, it's yeah, it's kind of surreal because the label's been great to us, and the biggest thing is, this is a great combination between Machine and Bone, right? And Lynch explained it the best way, right? I guess am I the bone or the machine? I think I'm the machine, right?
Picking out I'm more flesh, head, heart, and groin, and you're more brain and fucking.
George is the bone. He's got the bone guitar, right? You still got that thing, I'm sure, right?
It's like Pinky in the Brain.
Right.
Great.
That's excellent.
Awesome.
Excellent. So very, very, very cool. So what's the plans on this year? Put out this, see what happens with it, maybe do some shows, or do you guys have other stuff that's going to be coming up, or
Tour Japan, damn it.
That
Yeah.
is a possibility.
it's definitely hot over there, yeah.
Yeah, we got a separate label over there that's really doing a good job so far, Ward Records, and they are known for, really bringing stateside bands over to Japan and working them and doing a good job and exposing them to the second biggest rock market in the world, and it's just kind of a sort of thing all unto itself. It's really amazing. So you can just have a career in Japan.
Oh yeah, huge stuff going on there. Definitely, there's Mr. Big Tour just got announced. They're going to be doing a big Japan tour and Philippines and other stuff, and everybody's announcing their tours. It seems like places out of the U.S. have just much more feel and drive for hard rock right now. It's going to circle back here eventually, and I think everybody's waiting for that to happen. But it's just so much going on overseas.
People waiting for this record for it to happen.
Yeah, there you go. Definitely, because this is definitely something that's going to be amazing.
This is going to be the catalyst for the new rock revolution in the West.
Damn it.
Very, very cool. Very, very cool. So
Fingers
yeah, so
crossed.
March 10th, that'll be out, the Machine and Bone from the Banishment. And if folks want to know more about you guys, where should they check it out? Should they go to the website, or what should they do?
We have a Facebook.
Just email Joe.
Shit. Yeah, just send me an email. It's fine.
Just email. What's your email, Joe?
I'm kidding. No way.
I know. I know.
No, what the Banishment? We have a Facebook, the Banishment. We also have an Instagram. So yeah. Well, and we're very personable mostly. So
Excellent. Very, very cool. Thank you both for spending some time with us today about the new project. We really appreciate it so much. And if you folks out there have comments or questions, you can email us at talkingaboutrock@gmail.com. You can like us and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And for this show, the video will be on our YouTube channel, and the audio will be dropping to all the streaming services very soon.
yeah.
George and Joe, thank you so much again for being with us. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man.
All right, guys, have a good night.
You
We're
too.
helping get the word
Ciao.
out. See-
Thank